Hi everybody, this is Just Martin91, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about The Incredible Hulk. There's 17 days until Endgame, still. Technical difficulty wise, I could not do the review sooner. Yeah, getting into it. This is the only movie basically that has Edward Norton as The Incredible Hulk. It is the second in release order of the MCU movies. It followed Iron Man right off the bat. And it banked on, well, I'm not going to say it banked on that one success because they were basically filmed at the same time, so I don't even know they knew that they were, going as far as they were going. It is one of the lowest grossing movies in the franchise. Honestly, in my personal opinion, I honestly do not know why. Maybe the character is underrated, maybe he didn't get enough attention, but I mean, Iron Man was underrated, was he not? The movie is amazing visually, the story is quite engaging. It's a spiritual sequel to the 2003 Hulk, if anyone has seen that one. That has Eric Bana in it, and Jennifer Connelly, and that one came out in 2003, shortly after the X-Men movies and Spider-Man. And that one didn't actually have a follow-up. And honestly, in my opinion, this is kind of like a spiritual sequel to that, because the intro that happens in The Incredible Hulk kind of like sums it up, and then kind of goes on its own story, kind of setting up the future of what Hulk could be in the MCU. But the story was great, the characters were great, the acting with Blake Lively and all the rest of them. I mean, it was absolutely amazing. That's one of the ones that I actually have seen the most, I believe. Iron Man and Incredible Hulk were one of the ones that I actually saw the most. And I also didn't see them in theaters up until the Avengers came out. When the Avengers came out, actually the theater that I work at right now was doing a screening, like 5 weeks of screenings basically. Sorry, yeah, 5 weeks of screenings. And every Saturday leading up to the Avengers, they'd be showing a movie at 10 a.m. in the morning. And I went out to all of them, and actually that's the first time I saw Iron Man and The Incredible Hulk in theaters. And it was quite an experience. And now there's all sorts of marathons going on for this. I mean, it's insane what people are, committing to. And then later on I got hired by that theater, which was actually quite amazing. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. We see this character grow more in the Avengers movies when Mark Ruffalo was actually cast into the character. Contract difficulties and all that stuff basically subjected Edward Norton to basically step away from the role, and because of that, it affected his career apparently. Because I mean, like, I've seen stuff online that basically he still addresses it sometimes, but yeah, it's up to you guys to decide honestly who's better at this, Mark Ruffalo, Eric Bana, or yeah. But it's honestly, it's a toss-up. I believe that the character in general has evolved quite a lot, and because of Universal, they couldn't make any more single movies basically, like, committed to him. Universal has the rights to him. And the fact that they actually combined him into the MCU the way they did later on, and I'm going to be covering that in later reviews, really sets up his story arc to a way that, well, they got away with it quite well with the limitations that they had, I believe. And I really hope that they're going to be on the nice run, and I don't know what's going to happen to them on Endgame. I don't believe everyone's going to be doomed in Endgame. I mean, like, we'll see what the legacies that people leave behind. And honestly, like, if they have to ever recast the guy, or if they ever have to recast any of the characters, I'm one of the people who are actually, like, I mean, I'm all for it. This could be like a James Bond franchise at this point that, new iterations, new faces, but it could happen. Yeah, sure, where everyone's going to have a favorite version of their character. But I mean, like, if you want to keep this thing alive, we're going to have to be realistic about this. Anyways, have a good one, guys. Next one's going to be Iron Man 2. And looking forward to talking to you guys later. Have a good one.